It's back. Get hot around in here. It's Rob and Liz, his radio with the Cheetos and the Flamin' Hot Pepper Puffs. They say it is the hottest. I'm talking the hottest ever.
They stink.
Oh, she opened her bag already.
Oh, so terrible. I'm making such terrible faces right now.
I don't know how
like
long
peeps.
these things are going to be around, but they're only at a couple of places like Walmart and Circle K, right?
Yeah.
So that's about it.
They look like Peeps.
They look like Peeps.
Sort of. They're
Okay.
like on the front, there's...
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
some people are likening these to the Grim Reaper, that chip. Remember the one chip challenge? What was that, 3 years ago?
Yeah, and like each chip came in a coffin?
They did, yeah.
Oh,
These come in a nice bag of Cheetos.
I realized, yeah,
From
it's
Frito-Lay.
not a peep. It's a pepper.
That's what it is, yes.
They puffed them in a pepper shape.
So-
Who's first? They stink.
We're gonna
not?
They smell nice, actually.
They do
Smell
not.
really good.
Smell pretty good. They smell like regular Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
They do. Okay.
Do you like
Got
hot
that nice
stuff?
orange
This is
circle.
supposed to be the hottest Cheeto ever. And so we will try these on your behalf and let you know if you're going to be okay with it. I like spicy stuff. TJ, one of our video producers, likes spicy stuff, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I ain't
Yeah.
got
That
a
was
problem with
half-hearted.
it.
Okay.
I am the worst with spice. Like,
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I don't do spice either.
Okay.
They make fun of me every night at dinner just about.
They do,
Because they
huh?
sprinkle Creole and Tabasco, and I need some milk before I do this.
No, you don't.
How is
I
it?
would say mine.
I'm more scared of this than I
That's
was
good.
of the Spaghetti Jello.
Yeah, that
Like,
I made
this is
last week.
scarier.
It's still good. All right, the whole one.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's see. TJ?
they're actually pretty good. They're kind of tasty.
They are.
Oh, my goodness.
It's nothing like the Grim Reaper thing.
No, not even close.
Ian.
Okay, it's kind of creeping up on me, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
hitting as hard as I thought it would. Oh, hello, throat.
Oh, that's Liz coughing, by the way.
Oh, no.
And Ian. No. What's wrong with it?
Oh,
Like, I took...
oh
She only
no,
ate half
like,
of it.
It like spreads.
It does spread. It gets you going in and coming back, right? Like, ugh.
Oh,
I have my second one. Good.
I'm on my third.
y'all are
That's
insane.
nasty.
Good.
I'm sorry, Cheetos, because I love your regular puff, but...
Okay, this is 170 calories for one serving. I'm going to put it away. Did you even get through one, Liz? She didn't even get through one of the puffs.
I don't know if you're going to have to
Is it
worry about the
regular for the
calories.
inside of your ears to sweat?
No, I don't think you have to worry about the calories because it's
I'm-
just going to
I'm-
burn up everything in your tummy.
I'm going to have one
Sweating
more.
where I didn't know I could sweat.
Cheetos are
Yeah.
a weakness of mine, so thank you for giving me a whole bag.
There's no way
So-
you could eat that whole bag. There's no way.
I'm not going to. It's too many calories. So
I
anyway,
told you don't have to worry about the
Give
calories.
this is
me
a
another one, 'cause I'm
Flamin' Hot
psychotic.
Pepper Puffs. They say it's the hottest Cheeto ever. So,
Actually, they say it's the hottest snack ever.
no, that's not true.
I'm having another one because I'm a psycho.
Then you're good with it, TJ.
Yeah, I'm on like my seventh one.
You're still going at it.
There's no way I'm done. One and done.
Okay.
I feel like it gets better the second time around.
Well, good luck to you.
I said second.
Wait a minute. You sounded like you just burped or something.
That's gross. That's a hot burp.
All right.
Woo!
His morning crew.
Ugh, don't do it.
His morning crew.
People are sweating. It's Rob and Liz, his radio, and his morning crew tried. Well, I got to get the name of this right.
Oh, yeah.
This is not the hot flamin' Cheeto.
Right. Or the popcorn. They have a flamin' popcorn.
Do they really?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the hottest ever Cheeto. It's the Flamin' Hot Pepper Puffs, which they do have a nice bite to them, but I'm okay. They're good.
Yeah, they bit me pretty hard.
Yeah,
I didn't
Liz-
like it.
She doesn't like hot, spicy stuff,
no.
and she literally tried it, which is amazing. And then we had the guys over the video department, Ian and TJ. Ian's like getting into it. And he doesn't like spicy stuff either. And then TJ's like, hey, I'm still eating them.
Yeah, but I think Ian's thing is he's just a guy who's just hungry. You know?
No breakfast.
No, just he's like, I didn't bring any breakfast. I'm eat these things. But Brenda texted in and said, my son eats Takis. They're hot and they're awful.
Oh, they're not bad. They're not bad. I like those.
Luke eats those all the time. They're disgusting.
No, they're okay.
No, he loves them.
No, maybe a pork rind is disgusting, but the Takis are nice.
Pork rinds are good.
And they're not even spicy. Do they make a spicy pork rind?
Oh, of course they do.
Oh, yeah.
Do they? TJ's back there. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But that would be nasty.
Okay, any more texts on that?
No.
Okay, so we have Russell. Russell, what are your thoughts about this hot flaming puffin Cheeto?
Me and my 7-year-old daughter sat down and ate a whole bag.
How?
I've always eaten hot stuff all the time, and I guess, and they just picked it all up. They'll sit and eat jalapenos out of the jar.
No.
Listen, I wouldn't even liken this to the hottest salsa that they have.
After you first 7 or 8, your mouth, I think, starts getting a little numb, and then you can just keep eating.
So then what's the point?
My neighbor grows, he's from India, and he grows ghost peppers. I tried one of those last year, and I won't do it again.
Russell is still with us, as you can see.
But he said he'll never do it again. He learned his lesson.
So me and my daughter, we chopped it up and put it in our spaghetti. Yeah, and it left blisters on mine and her lips.
You know, that's not a bad idea for Liz.
To put it in my spaghetti?
Yeah, why not?
I
You'd
make
love
good
it.
spaghetti. I'm not Actually, all of my family members would love that, except me.
See? Give it a
sounds
try.
His morning crew.
We heard from a doctor last week from one of our local hospitals that's so grateful for people like you who support the radio station. As a matter of fact, this is what it means to her.
I've been listening to y'all's radio station for the past year, but it definitely picked up me listening to you guys back in March when COVID happened. Me being a healthcare provider, you know, I still had to go to work. And at the time, we didn't know how bad COVID was going to get. You know, we didn't know the health of our family, friends, coworkers, or even our patients. And no one knew what was going to happen. So it was pretty scary. And I remember going to and from work, even when I would get home, and I would just listen to your radio station. Because throughout this time, which has been probably the hardest time I have ever faced in my career so far, you guys still played praising worship music. You guys still focused on that God is in control of everything. And even though that was probably one of the hardest times in my life, y'all gave me the most peace I think I could have gotten during that time. So I just wanted to thank you and also tell you how much it meant to me that during that you still worked and you still showed the love of God. So I appreciate it. And so I'm going to send a donation. And again, I want to thank you for doing what you do.
You can hear the tears near the end of what she's saying, especially since now she's becoming a part of the giving team to make what she received from his radio and what God was doing in her life the same for somebody else when she gives her gift. And we're hopeful that you'll do the same thing since Friendraiser begins on Monday.
Yeah. I was thankful that we were able to come to work every day through everything and still are. You know, there's still some things that are shut down, but I'm so glad that we were able to be here. Not just for everyone listening, for us as well. I mean, it was an encouragement to me to come in and to hear the stories and the music as well. But if you can be part of that giving family, that support for his radio ministry, it's super easy to do. You can text in the word give to 800-447-7234. Also go online to hisradio.com or just open the app.
You know, Liz supports financially. My family supports financially as well. And we're hopeful that if you can, that you would do your very best gift as well. Don't wait until Monday. You can give that gift right now at hisradio.com. And together, we'll be touching lives. I love it. hisradio.com.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Lots of money on this. Tons of money. Lots of research. Lots of questions. Lots of probing minds. Lots of making sure that they got the results down correctly when it comes to this. It's Rob and Liz on His Radio. And here's the thing. Hobbies. Are you ready for this? Hobbies reduce stress.
What? Why did they have to spend so much money?
They spend lots of money just to figure that out.
Yeah, I guess so that they can show us in black and white that it actually does reduce stress and anxiety and depression if you have a hobby. And they said for people over 50, it even goes up higher.
Oh,
like
nice.
272% higher odds of recovering from depression if you have a hobby that you engage in regularly.
A hobby like what?
A hobby like exercise or sewing or possibly even volunteering, which I think is huge. Because to me, volunteering, if that's your hobby, you're giving back, but you're getting, to me, so much more. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. What's your hobbies?
Exercise and cycling. It sounds like they're both the same, but they're kind of different. I exercise in the morning, and then I like to do cycling at some point during the week.
Is cycling more of a social aspect, a social thing?
Nobody cycles with me in the middle of the day when they're working.
But you've had cycle groups in the past, haven't you?
Yeah,
that
from
you've
time
been
to
a part
time.
of?
That'll
Yeah.
happen on a Saturday.
Which
and every
one?
now and then, somebody will join me on a weekday.
Do you like that better, or is it just different?
It's different.
Okay.
It's different. I have alone time when I'm on the bike.
Yeah.
So a lot of time with God and focus on going as fast as I want.
Yeah. I don't have as many hobbies. I was thinking about this yesterday. I don't have as many hobbies as I used to. I used to love to go horseback riding. I don't know that I would call it a hobby, but something I really enjoy to do.
How's that different from wanting to ride a bike?
Oh, it's
That'd
not.
be a hobby.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess because I didn't do it as often because it's a little, like I don't have my own horse or anything. So it was
okay.
a little expensive.
You got a big dog.
I probably could ride her around the
You know
backyard.
what? Put a saddle on her.
Well, she's still a puppy, so she'd buck me off a couple of times. I
Probably,
think.
yeah. Just break her in.
Exactly. But reading, I think, is a hobby that I really enjoy.
That puts me to sleep.
Does it?
I fall asleep. Yeah, a chapter in, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
I go out.
Taylor let me borrow a book on Saturday. About 4 o'clock, I started on it. I was done Sunday mid-afternoon.
Did you go to sleep?
I did, but it was like I just couldn't put it down. It was like 400 pages, and I just devoured
Oh, that's
it.
not too bad. You can get through that.
400 pages? I think
Yeah.
that's a pretty thick book.
Yeah, well,
But it does. It reduces. And if it puts you to sleep, you must be less stressed when you read, right?
or bored.
Come on. Not at all.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
We're going to Bryson City in August.
It's going to be so much fun. We're going to Orange Beach, Alabama.
That's going to be nice. That's the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes from Florida. So, like right over, just right
And
down the road.
I'm going to guess you're Central Time there.
It is Central Time.
Yeah, so you'll see the news a lot earlier. TV
Yeah.
shows come
yeah,
on
because
earlier.
that's what I'm going to be doing during vacation.
Yeah, watching the news.
No.
Why not? Hey, woo.
I don't think I turn a television on the whole time I'm there, just about.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. I don't know when you're heading off to vacation. If it happens to be next week, can I make a suggestion for you? Since we're raising the operational budget for this listener-supported radio station, next week during Friendraiser, won't you give your Jumpstart Friendraiser gift today?
Yeah.
That way you won't miss out. I know you want to be a part of it. And if you can do something, do your very best at hisradio.com because Friendraiser is so important. It was postponed from the spring to now, and summer vacations are going on. So if you happen to be scooting out of town and everything else is just a little bit different this summer, especially this summer. 2020 has been
My
weird.
goodness.
So
It's been
weird.
Super
man.
weird. And if you're anything like me, if I do not do it while I'm thinking about it, it does not get done.
Same.
Just goes right out of the head. And so I have to, that I need to text in that word gift, 800-447-7234, or go online to hisradio.com or open the app. 3 different ways you can do it. And I need to do it right now.
Yeah, please do that. So if you're heading out of town, maybe even a couple of days next week, you don't even have to be going anywhere. You can jumpstart Friendraiser with your gift today. That is hisradio.com.
His morning crew.
Would love for you to meet Corey. Corey is one who supports his radio, and this is why.
I give to his radio because just driving down the road, I could say a simple prayer like, God, I know you got something to tell me today. Please tell me what you need to tell me. And the next song will come on. And it's like, it's scary, really, because it's just that quick that he tells me what he needs me to know that day. So many songs out there that I relate to with my addiction and being recovered. I don't know if I could have made it without his radio.
Isn't it amazing when you think about that right song that comes on at God's perfect timing when you're driving down the road and life is hit as hard as it has, and then there it is. Comes right through the airways. It's like God is breathing life right through a song directly to you.
Yeah, and it's sometimes that song that you've heard 1,000 times before. And because of what you're going through, it just means something different and speaks to your heart.
By the way, Corey, you're a champion. You've walked through addiction in life, and you're standing strong in Christ. That means a lot. I want to thank you for helping Corey with your gift of support to his radio. Friendraiser, we're raising the operational budget for the station, begins on Monday. But today you can help jumpstart with your gift right now.
And it's so easy. If you're already on the app, you're listening to us, you can just hop on over to where it says give and get involved there. You can go to hisradio.com. Or if you just want the text in the keyword give to 800-447-7234.
The difference you'll make is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what happens when you give your very best gift today. Here's the website one more time. It's hisradio.com.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You know, I think of his radio like spiritual oxygen for life. Seriously. And your giving literally makes that happen at his radio. And you can be a part of what he's doing simply by giving a gift of support. And it all starts next week with our friend-raiser on his radio. Hi, I'm Rob, and that's Liz.
Yeah, and you can go ahead and help us get started in it. And you know what? If you do, you could walk away with some pretty cool stuff. Like,
stuff is amazing.
it is, like, I want it all, but I can't get that, but you can. AirPod Pros, which is super cool, an iPad, an Apple Watch,
Here comes the biggie.
and a MacBook Pro. A MacBook Pro. That is something that all your kids will want as they go back to school in the fall. Even if they don't even go into the school building, that's the technology that they will want and need.
Hey, and you know what? I changed to Apple in 2012. And
Okay.
when I first changed to it, I don't know if you ever had one or not. If you do, you're like, you don't go back. But it took me less than a couple of days to figure out how it works.
To get
'Cause
acclimated.
It's slightly different, but it's the same as the PC computers.
Yeah. And I don't know, I like it better.
She does. She just got one herself, like, what, a month or two ago?
Yeah, when we first started broadcasting from home, it
Yeah.
made it so much easier, and no one is allowed to touch it.
Only Liz can touch her
Yeah,
computer.
Exactly. But you can get in on this with our friend raiser. Just go ahead. We are going to be giving it all away on Monday at 7 o'clock.
All the contest rules are online at hisradio.com. And here's one way to get pre-registered. You can pre-register today. This is actually the last week to pre-register for this. And that's simply by giving a gift online.
That's right. Go to hisradio.com. Go to the app. You can also text in the word give to 800-447-7234 and get it.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Okay, question. Big question for you. It's his morning crew, Rob and Liz on his radio. And the question would be this: what will you not take for granted post-quarantine?
Things that we did before quarantine that we didn't get to do or are still not being able to. Okay.
I was reminded, haircut. I can't take a haircut for granted. I
No.
need to get a haircut.
And I'm thinking movie theaters. I love going to movies.
Mowing the lawn. I should have done that anyway.
Oh, I was like, you think that you're not doing that? Yeah, because you didn't get to for what, 4 weeks while it was.
Wow, 3 weeks while the
messed up?
thing was all broken. My neighbor across the street fixed it.
But probably the part that you needed for the lawnmower didn't come in
It took a while.
because there are certain factories or distribution centers that aren't at 100%
Cutting it with scissors was horrible.
a blade at a time.
One little.
Is that what you were doing? I wasn't sure
I should
why
have
you
took
were
it to my
crawling
hair,
around.
but I did it to the lawn.
I ordered something for my mom for Mother's Day.
Uh-huh.
It still hasn't made it.
Man, Father's Day is like this weekend.
Right.
I hope it gets in time for that.
Well, finally, I canceled it because it was like, but it's honestly partially not their fault because everything was shut down. So, yeah, but I'm going to say movie theaters. That's what I'm going for mine.
We're getting back in church. But
Yeah.
it'd be nice not to have to be social distance, and some have to wear masks.
Yeah, but you know what I do like that has come out of this is that the technology allowed us to go to church. And like if you feel bad, if you're sick or whatever, you can still watch your church from home. You can get it that way. But
Yeah.
I like being there around everybody.
Nothing replaces that. When the youth group gets together, I've missed the youth group
Yeah.
because I'm so involved with the kids
Yeah.
at church. I totally missed that.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
what about you? You chime in. What won't you take for granted post-quarantine?
Yeah.
800-447-7234. It's his morning crew.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Big question. And I wonder, I'm sure you've got something. It's Rob and Liz on his radio. What will you not take for granted post-quarantine?
Girls' night.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We would get together and, just sit on the back deck or wherever and just hang out,
That
go to a
was
coffee
just
shop.
ripped from you, huh?
Yeah, we haven't been
sorry.
able to do that. What about you?
Haircut. I have not gotten a haircut in ages, so I'm not going to take that for granted anymore.
Okay.
What about you? 800-447-7234. Some texts have come in.
Yeah, Patty says, I will not take for granted gathering at church and getting together with friends.
Yeah, right, Patty?
Definitely. Totally about that. Kirsty said, hey, Rob, it's Kirsty. I will never take hugs for granted again.
Yeah. She's a hugger, evidently.
Evidently. Are
Good
you a
for
hugger?
you. Me?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I like to hug.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like, see ya. Yeah, fist
Oh,
pump.
the head nod.
Head nod.
And you haven't
Fist
even been able
pump.
to do that. The head nod, yes, not the fist pump.
Well, no, I don't want to spread COVID on anybody with my head nod.
Really?
Yeah.
You carry it around on top? Like what?
It's right there.
He
It's
does not have COVID,
It has
by the way.
gotten bigger, so yeah.
You're killing me over here. Oh, what will you not take for granted?
Haircuts. 800-447-7234. What about you? You can join the conversation.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Let me tell you, you have helped touch Matt's life with your gift of support. As a matter of fact, this is his way of saying thanks to you.
130 days ago, I quit drinking, and the same day I started listening to his radio. Believe it or not, 100% exclusively, car, bedtime, and I haven't stopped. And it's been a big part of keeping me going. I've never thought I would love Christian radio the way I do. It's literally a life raft. And I'm just so grateful that y'all are here because I just believe in y'all so much. And as soon as I get time, I plan to give again and one-time gift and then do monthly because y'all have got to stay there. I can't say enough about how it's helped save me.
Matt that means a lot. I'm so grateful for you. And I love the analogy of being a life raft.
Right. And you could hear when he says that, it's almost like a light going off of, yeah, that's exactly what it is a life raft. When he was maybe at his lowest point, he heard a song or he heard a word of encouragement right here on his radio. And you can be part of that. And if you've been, someone that supported the radio station before, you could have been that life raft.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And thank you for doing that. So next week is Friendraiser. We're raising the operational budget for this listener-supported radio station. And I want to ask for you to help with a jumpstart gift this week. Maybe you're going out of town next week. I don't know. But you can give your gift right now at hisradio.com.
It's so easy. You can text the word gift. We'll send you everything you need to know. It's 800-447-7234. You can also go online to hisradio.com or use the app.
His morning crew.
If I say Amy Grant, a song just might come to mind. She has been around for such a long time. Since the 80s, I've been playing her music.
Oh, yeah.
All throughout the decades. I mean, she's had some stuff in the early 2000s as well. Simple Things is one song that comes to mind. Age to Age, El Shaddai. I mean, it could go.
El Shaddai.
You remember that one?
Wow.
I know. This is throwback stuff we're talking about with Amy Grant on his radio. I don't know if you heard the news last week, but all of a sudden it kind of shocked the world, especially those who have been in Christian music for a while, that Amy Grant had to have open heart surgery.
And the wildest thing about that story is it's an issue she's had since birth. She's 59. She had that issue since birth, and they've really just found it.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Just found it out. She keeps herself healthy.
Oh, sure.
So I think that helped a lot. And
Yeah.
the doctor said, look, we just found this. You need open heart surgery like right now. Well, she had the surgery. She got through it with flying colors. She's even showing off her scar now on her Instagram page.
Yeah, she had it June 3rd, and so what is this, the 16th? So not even 2 weeks later, she's got her makeup on, she's on Instagram, she's smiling.
Isn't
but
that
yeah,
nice to see?
Yeah, and she said her recovery was honestly miraculous. Just amazing how she's come through it. She said she wants to thank each and every person who said a prayer for her because prayer changes everything.
She also said, I didn't want it, talking about the open heart surgery. Who does?
Yeah.
But I had to have it anyway, and it was a week ago Wednesday. And as people heard about the surgery, I started getting messages, I'm praying for you. And as Liz says, she is just so, so grateful. She said this, prayer changes everything. Let's keep those prayers going for our country. Let's turn all the brokenness into love and sing each other. I mean, she's even in the middle of all this, she's even reaching out in the status of what we've been going through with COVID-19 and everything else. So she's like, let's just pray.
Yeah, and that just shows the type of person that we all felt like Amy Grant was, and knowing this could have been a very, very dark moment for her and her family, that she is that person that is thinking of others at all times.
Always. So thank you for praying along with us for Amy Grant. As you can hear, she's doing much, much better after the open heart surgery today.